Welcome back to the deep dive. Buckle up because today we're diving headfirst into the 2025 Philippine elections, specifically the mayoral race in Manila. Things are heating up, and one story in particular caught our eye. It's, well, a rather pointed promise from Isko Moreno about what he'll do regarding the current mayor's husband if Moreno gets reelected.
You're talking about Honey Lacuna, right? The incumbent mayor.
Exactly.
Yeah, this one's juicy. So we're looking at a news article from Rappler, dated April 9th of this year, 2025. The headline really says it all. Isko Moreno vows if reelected, he will kick out Lacuna's husband as city health officer. So in this deep dive, we're going to unpack this vow, figure out what's behind it, and see what it might tell us about the bigger political game in Manila.
So no messing around. Let's just get right to it. What exactly is Moreno saying he's going to do?
Okay, so the Rappler article details a caucus that happened in Pandacan, Manila, on Tuesday night, April 8th. Moreno straight up states during this gathering that if he wins the election, his very first act, his first gift to the people of Manila, will be to remove Dr. Arnold Pangan as the city health officer.
Whoa, strong words.
He even said it in Tagalog for emphasis. Yan ang unang regalo ko sa inyo. Yan ang una kong tatanggalin. So yeah, pretty clear message right off the bat, targeting a specific person.
Definitely no mincing words there. So what's the deal? Why is Moreno making this such a big deal, this whole removing Dr. Pangan thing?
Well, the article dives into Moreno's reasoning, and basically it boils down to his criticism of the online reservation system for healthcare access, specifically for the elderly, a system that, according to Moreno, was put in place by Dr. Pangan.
I mean, on the surface, an online system sounds like it could be pretty efficient, right? So what's Moreno's problem with it?
Sure, efficiency is a factor. But Moreno's arguing that this system actually makes it way harder for a lot of older folks to get health care. You have to think not everyone has a smartphone or can afford internet or even knows how to use online stuff. It's this whole digital literacy thing.
Yeah, you're right. It's easy to forget, especially with all the tech advancements these days, that not everyone's on the same level when it comes to that stuff.
Exactly. And Moreno's point is that this digital-first approach is actually creating a barrier for a vulnerable group, making it harder for them to access essential health care.
It really makes you think about how sometimes even well-intentioned changes, like implementing a new system, can backfire and have unintended consequences. And that's a huge problem when it comes to something as vital as healthcare.
Absolutely. You hit the nail on the head. And it kind of raises a bigger question, too, this tension between modernizing things and making sure everyone has equal access. This isn't just about Manila. It's a challenge that a lot of places are facing as the world goes increasingly digital.
It's a great point. Now, let's be real. This isn't just about some policy disagreement, right? I mean, the article mentions that Dr. Pangan is married to the current mayor, Honey Lacuna, and that there are other Lacunas in positions at City Hall, too.
Oh, for sure. That's a big part of the context here.
Yeah.
Moreno even points out that there are at least 5 members of the Lacuna family holding down important positions in the city government.
5. Wow. Okay. For our listeners who might not be totally familiar with the players, can we just break down who those 5 are?
Absolutely. So first you've got Honey Lacuna herself. She's the mayor. Then there's her brother, Philip Lacuna. He's a city councilor for the 6th district, and he's trying to get reelected. Then you've got another sister, Leilani, or Lay, as she's often called. She's got an ex officio council seat because she's the president of the Liga ng Maggerongay. That's basically an organization for all the barangay captains, like the village heads.
Right. So that gives her a voice on the city council.
Yeah, exactly. And then on the administrative side, there's Dr. Pangan, who we've been talking about, the city health officer.
Yeah.
And another brother, Dennis Lacuna. He runs the Manila City Planning and Development Office.
Okay, so 5 family members in positions of power. That's bound to raise the eyebrows, right? I mean, does it make people wonder if there's too much power concentrated in one family? Could it affect how the city's run?
Definitely raises the question. And the article does mention the legal side of things, bringing up Section 79 of the Local Government Code from back in 1991, which is all about nepotism.
Just to refresh everyone's memory, what exactly does that section say?
Basically, it forbids appointing people who are related to you within the 4th degree of consanguinity or affinity to career positions in local government. It's all about making sure appointments are based on merit, not just because you're related.
Got it. So with all these lacunas in office, is there actually a legal problem here?
Well, it's tricky. The article points out that both Dr. Pangan and Dennis Lacuna have been in their jobs for a while now, like a long time. They were both working at City Hall when Moreno was mayor, and even before that, under Mayor Estrada. Dennis was already leading the Planning and Development Office, and Arnold was in charge of social welfare and development.
Oh, so they've been around for a while.
Yeah. And that kind of complicates things. Does it mean there's no issue of nepotism if they were already in those positions before?
It's a good question, right? I mean, if they were appointed under different mayors, does that somehow make it okay?
Not necessarily. The important thing is to look at who appointed them in the first place and also when they were reappointed, if that happened. Just because they've served across multiple mayors doesn't automatically mean everything's above board.
So you really have to dig into the specifics of how and when each appointment happened. It's interesting, though, because while Moreno is coming down hard on the Lacunas now, he kind of admits to helping them gain power in the past.
Oh, yeah, he definitely does. There's this quote from Moreno in the article where he talks about Boss Danny,
Yeah.
who was Honey Lacuna's father and a former vice mayor. Moreno considered him a mentor. He says, "I am happy for them that what Boss Danny wasn't able to achieve with just a bit of help from us in supporting them, they as siblings were able to accomplish this."
So he's acknowledging that he helped them along the way. And there's even more history there, right? Didn't Boss Danny pick Moreno to be his running mate back in 2007 when he was going for mayor?
You got it. Danny ended up losing that race, but Moreno won the vice mayor position. So their connection goes way back, a long-standing political alliance.
Yeah, it's pretty deep. And it continued, too. Remember, in 2019, Moreno and Honey Lacuna ran together, him for mayor, her for vice mayor. They both won. So they were a team. They were working well together, according to this article.
Right. It was more than just a political arrangement. I mean, they really seemed to have each other's backs,
Right.
especially during the pandemic, if you remember.
Oh, yeah, totally. Honey Lacuna is a doctor, so she was a key advisor to Moreno when COVID hit. They basically ran the city's response together.
Exactly. And there's a quote from Lacuna in 2022 that really captures how close they were. She says, "Not once did I feel that I was only a spare tire. He treated me as a sister and partner in all city government activities."
Wow, that's strong. Talk about trust and working as a team. And of course, let's not forget, when Moreno went for the presidency in 2022, he basically handed the mayoral seat over to Lacuna. He chose her as his successor.
Absolutely. So to see them now, Moreno vowing to kick out her husband if he gets back in office, it's quite the turnaround. From partners to rivals in a pretty short amount of time, shows you how quickly things can change in politics.
Yeah, no kidding. So to sum it all up for our listeners, we've got the situation where Isko Moreno is publicly promising to remove Dr. Arnold Pangan, Honey Lacuna's husband, from his job if Moreno wins the mayoral race. He's justifying it by criticizing a policy Dr. Pangan put in place. But it's all happening in the context of multiple Lacunas in power at City Hall, which raises questions about nepotism and family influence. And to top it off, Moreno and Lacuna used to be allies, a real political power couple, before all this went down.
It's a lot to take in for sure. And it leads to a really important question. What does all this political maneuvering really say about what matters in local elections? Is it about issues? Is it about family ties? Is it about political alliances falling apart? Or is it all of those things mixed together?
It really makes you think about the whole game of politics, how these alliances are formed, how strong they might seem, and how easily they can break apart. It's a reminder to look past the headlines, past the promises, and try to see the bigger picture, the relationships and motivations behind all the moves. Makes you wonder what other surprises are in store as we get closer to Election Day.
I'll be watching for sure.
Me too.
Can't wait to see how this all plays out.
Yeah. Well, on that note, thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll catch you next time.